Welcome back to Takaya Arts. It's me, Gabby, and we're going to talk about some art today. I know you're like, okay, are we not going to talk about that huge afro on your head? My afro is in recovery mode, so it's not in the best shape, but I wanted to wear it today. So we're going to get right into it. Today, we are looking at the artwork of Jim Harris. He is an American artist who lives and works in Japan. I'm sharing that because I definitely can see the influence of Japanese art within his art. So the piece that we are diving in and talking about today is called Lunow-Stolzenhagen, and that's actually a municipality in Germany. So it's a location. And this is acrylic on canvas, and its dimensions are 28.8 by 23.8. Very cool. So, like I did last time. Did I do this last time? One of the times. I looked at the artwork, but I didn't go too deep into it because I wanted to save that for you. And I just wrote down 3 points. And I'm learning that sometimes the things that I write down, they do not make sense in the moment, but to just go with it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'll share those 3 points with you, and then I'll start diving into, I guess, deciphering where they come from. So the first point that I had is another dimension below. Literally, that's what I wrote, another dimension below. And then some of these just seem like words put together, but I'm sure they'll make sense later, hopefully. The second point that I have is sales hijacking pirate. And then in quotation marks, I put my cat and health issues. And my cat is having health issues. He's actually right next to me now, but he's doing a lot better. And my last point I have is, I do not know where this is coming from. I wrote down, in the water, under the sea. I left sea off, but in the water, under the sea. And then, sorry, I said quotation marks before, I believe. I meant to say parentheses. In parentheses, for in the water, under the sea, I have fish and sky / eye, like an eyeball. So let's get into this. Another dimension below. So I know when I wrote that, I was looking at the red in this artwork. In my mind, it looks like a floor, like a tiled floor. And I started seeing, well, another dimension below. Let me zoom in here. Oops, it won't let me zoom. That's okay. Yeah. It looks like I said, a tiled floor. But I'm looking at the red. And I'm seeing, another dimension, another world. I'm seeing blood. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing heat from the sun. I'm seeing a mountain. This is all in the red, like the red and the blue, and I also see some orange in the corner too. I'm hearing inner workings. Oops, you're not supposed to see that. My little socket in the back. I'm hearing, well, I guess you're seeing the inner workings. But I'm seeing sun rays, but like blood sun? Blood sun? Where's that coming from? I feel like I've heard that before. Let me look that up. Blood sun. So of course I'm thinking of like blood sun, like your biological sun. But I'm also, the first thing I was actually seeing was like the actual sun in the sky, like our solar system, like a blood sun. I've heard that before. What does that represent? I feel like it has something to do with Revelations, honestly. Or maybe that's a blood moon. I just tried to type in blood sun and blood moon came up. The sun will turn to darkness and the moon to blood. Thank you, AI. This is from Joel 2:33 and Acts 2:20. Guys, I don't know why Bible verses are coming up again, and you know, like, I'm not religious, but here we are. Okay. A prophecy, the sun will appear darkened and the moon will appear bloody before the Lord's coming. That's not scary at all. So let's go back. Another dimension below. Is that hell? Okay. What I'm getting is like with this red and this blue, I'm getting like drowning in pain. A dimension below. Drowning in pain and anguish. Wow, I really wanted this to be very well, let's see where it goes. Maybe we'll get a bit lighter, but I'm drowning in anguish. A dimension below, underneath the surface. I'm going to move on because I feel like I just have a feeling that the other points are going to connect to this and it's going to make more sense. And I don't know, be more hopeful and inspiring. So the second point that I had was sales, hijacking, and pirate. And for some reason that made me think of my cat, who's been having some challenges. So I got sales, hijacking, and pirate when I looked at this shape. Like, it looks, to me, it looks like a sail, almost like a pirate flag too. And I see a hand kind of like reaching forward on this sail, but it also looks like a hat, like back in the day, not like a pirate hat, but I don't know, I'm thinking of like our forefathers. And I see this hand reaching forward. Sales, hijacking, and pirate. So, not to get too personal, but definitely some of the issues that my cat is experiencing is like a disconnection between like his brain and his body. right? His brain is, maybe saying a message to his body, and it's either becoming muffled or it's not making it all the way. There's some type of obstacle or disruption between his brain and his body. So I'm hearing, look out below. And your body is your boat. Your body is your boat. Or your ship. Your ship. Your body is your ship. Another dimension below. So what I'm is starting to piece together, guys. You know how this works. It's like your body. Now I'm hearing storm. What was that Bible verse again? Before the Lord's coming. So a few days ago we were talking about rebirth. Okay. So what I'm getting is like your body is your ship, right? Or just you. The physical aspect of you, yeah, your body. And maybe you think you know your ship very well, right? And let's not just say body, but like your physical experience here on earth, your life on earth. You know your life back and forth. The different eras that you've gone through, maybe different hairstyles, different clothing styles, different hobbies, different relationships, different jobs. You know your life. You know your ship. You've been the captain of your ship for a very long time. And now it's time to explore, I want to say parts of yourself, but also parts of this life, this human experience that you haven't yet. And you're telling yourself, oh, I know life already. I know what I can expect for this next phase of my life, this rebirth. I know what I can expect. I've rebirthed myself so many times already. I know what's coming. Or at least I have the gist of it. But what I'm hearing is another dimension below. Again, I'm not trying to make this channel like weird, but it's like you know your ship, right? But you see this tiled floor in your mind. That's it. That's the bottom of the ship. That is where it ends. But in reality, there's another dimension below that, and it may be one that is painful. And you've placed these beautiful white tiles over this dimension that you don't want to see. But if something happens and your ship is hijacked, there's pirates aboard now, and they're looking for gold, and they start tearing that floor up. You and them will have to see what you have not been wanting to see. And going back to like this object in the middle of this work, I said it reminds me of like the forefathers, their hats. These pirates that hijack your ship as you're trying to explore another aspect of life or yourself. They aren't strangers, forefathers. They're memories. They're memories that pop up. And you see that hand stretching? When they take a hold of that ship, and they won't stop playing those memories. And they're gonna rip up those floorboards, those tiles, and expose this sea of anguish that you have been trying to not look at. I almost want to apologize for going there today because I didn't expect that. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to move on to the third point. In the water, under the sea. That was the third point, and then I said that there's a fish in the sky, and I also saw an eye. I don't know if you guys see this, but if you look up into the sky, put that in quotation marks, it almost looks like a little fish body, but like kind of like those fish bones from cartoons growing up, when cats, you know, in the cartoons would be like rummaging through the garbage or whatever, and they would have like that fish, the fish bones. Now I'm hearing wishbone. In the water, under the sea, fish in the sky. I'm hearing like that pirate. Was it my tea? That was a really bad accent, but when I hear like in the water, under the sea sticks out to me because we just talked about this another dimension below where it's this like sea of anguish and turmoil that we don't want to look at. So when I hear in the water, under the sea means there's something even below that, below the anguish. Below the anguish. Below the anguish is the fish in the sky. I don't know what that means. I know that when I look at what I interpreted as a fish, it looked like it was in water, but also in the sky. Fish in the sky. Does that mean something? Because I don't know where I got that from. Fish in the sky. Fish in the sky. Is that an idiom or something? Okay, thanks again, AI. Fish in the sky is a metaphorical phrase that generally represents something impossible or highly unlikely. As fish naturally live in water and cannot fly in the sky, essentially signifying an absurd or fantastical idea. How amazing is that? So let's put that together. So under this sea of anguish that we haven't been wanting to look at, under the sea, there is a fish in the sky. There's a fish in the sky, and a fish in the sky is something that's impossible, highly unlikely, absurd, and fantastical. And I'm hearing it's everything you ever wanted. Everything you ever wanted that you said was completely impossible because of this sea of anguish that you refuse to look at. And I'm hearing gratitude to the forefathers. I'm hearing gratitude to the forefathers, not our literal forefathers, but the pirates, which are your memories that have triggered you to rip up these tiles in your ship, which is your life. You're ripping up these tiles in your life, and you are looking at the sea of anguish. And not only are you looking at it, you are diving into the sea of anguish, but not just to stay there, but to keep on swimming. You're going down, diving deep, deep down, until you are under the sea of anguish, and you are the fish in the sky. You are the impossible, the absurd, the fantastical. People look at you and your story and they can't believe it. It's like a fish in the sky. How are you walking around? How are you successful? How are you loving? How are you compassionate? How are you showing up for others? When we all saw your sea of anguish and pain, we saw the blood smeared across the floor. But somehow, you are this fish in the sky. Again, with the eye. Literally like eyeball. What does that mean? I'm not sure, but something that keeps pulling my eye is this, next to what looks like I'm calling it the forefather hat. It's on for me right now, it's on the right. It may be on the left by the time that I post the image of this artwork. It looks like a giraffe neck, right? Because it's long, of course, and I see like this face, and the gold coloring reminds me of a giraffe, but then the body looks like the colors of a zebra, but within the pattern of a giraffe. Also seeing a swordfish. I'm going to look up the spiritual meaning of those three animals: a giraffe, a swordfish, and a zebra, because I'm seeing all of them kind of like mixed into one. Yeah. Let's just see. So a giraffe represents vision and foresight. Vision and foresight. Let's write that down. A zebra represents bravery, individuality, and the importance of community. The importance of community sticks out to me. And And the last was a swordfish. How random, right? Swordfish. The sword of the fish is double-edged and reminds us of how our thoughts, words, and actions have consequences and can harm or heal. Wow. I like that. I'm going to put double-edged sword. Thought, word, and action. Okay, now let me go back and see our artwork. So I'm seeing the giraffe / zebra / swordfish next to this hat or this object in the middle of the painting that represents these pirates, which are our forefathers, which are actually our memories. And I'm seeing so vision and foresight, importance of community, double-edged sword, thought, word, and action. How you view these pirates that come aboard will determine how you navigate this sea of anguish. Will you become lost at sea and just stuck in these past painful memories? Or will you have this giraffe neck, this vision and foresight to see beyond that portion of the sea and to see under the sea, under and up to this fish in the sky, this new version of you? Will you have the foresight and vision? And I'm seeing these two white pillars coming from this pirate flag / forefather hat helmet thingy. I'm actually seeing a body. So I see these two white pillars, but if you follow them down and then across, it's almost like a body is laying there with its legs in the air. I'm hearing the word surrender to. Because even like the pirate hand that I saw on this flag reaching out to grab a hold of the ship. I see this body that's kind of like in surrender mode, legs in the air, definitely overcome by the memories, the pirates, the forefathers. And I see like a little arm sticking up, like trying to fight for control of the ship. What I'm hearing is don't fight the memories, because you won't win. The memories are there to serve a purpose. The pirates are there to serve a purpose. And you not trying to fight for control of your ship, but instead allowing the pirates to just take control and rip up your tiles. That is the actual gold that they're looking for. Like the gold that they're looking for. It's you and your surrender. Because you surrendering to this process of diving into the sea of anguish and allowing yourself to remember where this pain, where this bloodshed, where it came from, is you allowing yourself access to the fish in the sky. Like I said, you are the fish in the sky, but it's allowing access to that higher version of yourself. So don't fight the memories, don't fight the feelings that are associated with those memories, but also don't stay in that part of the sea. Don't drown there, and also don't just become lost and you're just going in circles. Because at a certain point, the pirates are going to run out of steam because they won't know where to go or what to do. But you know the pirates, like I said, you know your ship, and you know these pirates like the back of your hand, because these pirates belong to you. These memories belong to you. So at a certain point, they're just going to go round and round, right? Because a memory, it's not like it's growing and growing and growing. It's an experience that happened, and then you ruminate over that experience. It's no expansion to it. But you're the gold. You have the vision, you have the foresight and importance of community that came up with, I believe, Zebra. You're able to make community out of, this hectic situation with these pirates, and to work with them to get out of this sea of anguish so that you can get to the fish in the sky. The absurd. And it is absurd to think to work along with pirates, just like it's absurd to think that you could work along with painful memories. But you can. Double-edged sword. So you're very familiar with the painful edge of the sword. There's another edge of the sword that can be beautiful. And I'm seeing these tiles all the way in the back. Well, they look like a set of steps, 2 steps. They're colored. I'm hearing like, stop fighting with the pirates and sit on those colored steps. Take the colored steps. The colorful path. Take the colorful path. Take the colorful path. And you will make it to the fish in the sky. I know you just wanted to lay down these white tiles and everything is perfect and beautiful, and I know my ship, I know how to rebirth myself. I've done it many times before. Take the colorful path. Embrace the colors of your journey. What I mean by that is embrace the memories, You do not have to relive them, but you don't have to dismiss them or pretend that they didn't happen. It doesn't have to be black and white, right? It doesn't have to be black and white. Like I said in our last discussion, a beautiful, sweet life can be birthed out of death. Yeah. Your life is colorful, and it's okay to embrace that. You don't always have to judge the colors. This is a good color, this is a bad color. this is a beautiful color, this is an ugly color. No, colors are like emotions, right? There are no good or bad emotions, they just are. All right. I think we're going to end there. Thanks for joining me today. Sending you love.